Oh no, he's so sorry. I still want to sing. Actually, I'm gonna change. I try different music and stuff like that to kind of give it a different feel. Forgot to turn off the sound of my phone. I keep forgetting. Hello. Okay, phone audio off. Audio? Bringer off. Like, hold on. A certain different music. Hold on. Let me. Oh, I'm gonna try this one off. Let me see. But since it is that, it's a new one, so I can't tell if it's too loud or not. It's too soft. How is that? Can you hear it? Can you not hear it? I can't tell yet. Ready for some coffee? When it's not you, when it's not you. Yeah, I said the mood for tonight. I can't tell because I'm like... You do hear something. I can pick it up. I can pick it up right now. Okay. Let me know how it sounds. You can hear. Okay. Is it too loud now? Or is it okay? A tad quiet. Okay, we'll give it a second. Because I just picked it up. Sorry. Hey. Nothing. Is it still too low? I'll pick it up a little bit more. Let's see here. Oh shit, it was good. Shit. Guessed you wrong. Oh shoot. We could try. No, not loud. Sounds good right now. Sign that, of course. Also, there's a pizza place locally that it was like $8 for a large pizza, and I was like, yeah, I got 2 slices. I found the sticky, and I was like, I don't think I should eat that. But I'm not picky, but like, you know how do I explain it? I'm okay with the crust of pizzas, but sometimes I just don't want to. Where I'm just like, I just want the pizza and pizza. How am I? I'm doing good. I think it's small. Yeah, $8 for larges was a good steal. I'm taking my baby bites. Oh, hold on. This music is not gonna... Hold on. Give me a second. This music is not gonna play again, is it? Hold on. Give me a second. Can it loop? Thank you. Okay. Now she's like... It's not like I haven't figured out music in a while. Yeah, I realized afterwards because I was talking, I was like, eh! Wait, I don't hear something. I said the pizza is pepperoni only. And they were like, oh, no charge at all, we'll change the sauce. Cause what is it? There's a like, I don't say name brand. There's a more common food pizza chain store in America that is like, oh, we have this deal only for no toppings and regular pizza sauce. And you're like, ooh. Alright. And this one's like, we got Alfredo sauce. We got something. And I was like, ooh, I actually never had it with garlic Alfredo sauce. They're like, ooh, this is nice. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, the one that's like on sale is Papa John's. But there is a local thing going on or something like that. I don't know. But the other one is a different one. Well, now I can't say it because I don't want someone to try to guess. Like, hey, this person is talks about a certain pizza joint and another one, and then I'm gonna find out where she lives. Which is, oh my god, have you seen real spooky stuff? Have you seen the one that some lady like took a picture? Was it like her in the train station or something? And they're like in the reflection of her eye. They saw like what train station she went to, and they stalked her from a picture, and I'm like, yeah, that stuff that freaked me out. Pizza Hut, I don't know how old it is now. I heard he was good before. At least the logo's good. No, oh my god, yeah, from her eyes, yeah. No, like someone I saw on my Mars one time. Someone's like, you're from blank or blank because you talk about these food restaurants, or I don't know what they said, and they're like, and then because you're Hispanic, and then because of this and this, there's a good equivalation that you're from this. I'm like, damn. Yeah, so you know. It's something. Yeah, usually, like local ones, mom and pop shops, or like hole in the wall, whatever you want to consider, really good. Who does that? I don't know. But it was scary because I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Yeah, that sounds scary. Yeah, that's why there's something like I avoid like certain restaurants, or like talk about too much. It's like, oh, I talk about this one, I'm not gonna talk about certain things because some people are like, okay, this is all within a whatever radius. You know, I don't know how they do that. Crimes, true crime. That meet true crime to them. Oh, that was another one. I was like, did you guys want like folklore? You know. Oh, maybe I'll talk about this. But there was one. But I feel like folklore is sometimes like you can't really oh my god, hiccup burp. Hold on. There's no story, but you're just talking about it. So I guess we could do a little bit of everything. Because we could talk about some folklore and like some stuff that's going on, and then we could just like talk about other stuff too. But there is this like one thing in Mexico that it's like a bright, like a doll or something that comes to like, I don't know what it is, but it's like very spooky. Like everybody knows about it. It's very like in a wedding dress or something like that. But it's like that's something that creeps me out. I'm like far away from that. No, not Annabelle. No. It's an actual thing, like in a wedding shop store or something like that. Let me see if I can find that. Sorry, I talk with my mouth full. I guess we could talk about La Llorona también. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. Hold on. I might have to look in Spanish, I'm not too sure. Well, I mean, we just... Oh, this is a different one, isn't it? Okay, this is a different one. Oh, shoot. Wow, this is old. What? Oh my god. Maybe La Chicupara. Chicupara? Why do you say it like that? Yeah, sure that. Let's call it name Chupe. Which means something else. You too? Okay. I feel like with La Llorona, it means how do I explain it? Llorona means like crier, like girl female crier, right? But it's like the wailer. Like it's someone that like when you hear it. Okay, imagine if you played Left 4 Dead 2. The witch that cries. You know the like the wailing cry sound is like supposedly how she sounds like. Which is why whenever I played Left 4 Dead 2 the first time, I'm like, oh hell no! The weeping lady, yeah, like a Banshee. I guess in the way, yeah. No, yesterday I was screaming. No, it was like it's supposed to be like crying. Yeah, it's supposed to be like haunting, like you're supposed to hear it everywhere type of thing. Wailing lady, yes. Yeah, the witch, yeah. So if you like have an idea of like what it is and stuff like that. So the story for that one goes. Well, I guess I could try to see if I could find it. You alerted the witch. That's how I feel all the time. But yeah, like well, yeah. Yeah, like exactly like her. But the whole story goes that she has a daughter and a son, and she is like it depends on who says the story, but a lot of times either that she is trying to get married, or she has a boyfriend, or that she's already married type of thing. And it's supposed to be that the lover, the partner, that like not the kid's father, just someone else, right? Is just doesn't want the kids, does not want the kids at all. So she takes her kids and she like drowns them. So there's some stories that she drowned them in the tub in the house. I've heard some that she drowned them in like the outside house, like at a lake or something like that. But I think the most common is in the house, I believe. And because she was like, gotta get rid of the kids. And then the husband or the partner just like still leaves her and stuff like that. So then she starts, the kids start like hunting her down type of thing. Some say they hunt him down, but then the lady just like commits also, I think. Some say the kids did it to her, some say that she did it to herself. But it was supposed to be, that's why she's like wailing, because she's like looking for her kids everywhere and looking for her kids. And it was very creepy growing up, because that is something like your family members told you, ahí viene la llorona, like here she comes. Oh, you're crying. She hears you crying, and because she hears you crying, she thinks that you're her kids and she's looking for you. She's gonna take you at night. Type of thing.
Since you put creepy.
Oh, sorry. I think I'm gonna turn off for tonight. Just so it won't ruin the mood of it. Sorry. I was gonna turn it off earlier. The sound of it. But I was still like leaving it and stuff. Creepypastas, should listen to video game creepypastas? I do want to. Thank you, Sneak. Thank you. But yeah, if you hear wailing outside, don't open the door. Yeah, I think that's the same thing of. I feel like it depends on who you ask this, right? So. If you hear it far away, yeah. So, like, where I am, like, not secret, you know, type of thing in general, but we also have stories of skinwalkers also. I was gonna say circular. And it's like, it's one of those things that it depends on which type of Hispanic you ask. You know, if you're native to America in general, you're a Native American. Also, you know, the borders wasn't a thing before. You know, the stories still come and go, and you know, all that stuff. There is stuff like that I personally am scared of. Like, there is something that has been talked about. Yeah. There's some things I talked about, like. It's like don't whisper. Don't whistle at night. You're not supposed to whistle. If you do, you like call them in. Yeah. Yes. Because I feel like some people don't. They're like, oh, you're Mexican. It's like, yeah, but it's like saying American. Like, you're Mexican. Yeah. Yeah. You're American. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that's all you are, you know? But I've had. Oh my god, I guess we were talking about scary stories. Maybe we could talk about ghost encounters in general. Ooh, it's gonna be one of these streams. Maybe we could do both. We'll see how we feel. But, I've had stuff happen. Folklore skinwalker correct. Yeah. Yeah, I can whistle. It's even something that I don't even whistle inside when it's nighttime. But I've had, like, I don't know how to describe it, and I've heard it, and like, how do I say it? I'm like kind of superstition, but I'm not like I'm not gonna go and be like, oh, someone told me something, oh my god, and I heard something, and you know, this is something like, oh, I've seen with my eyes, I've heard with my ears, yeah, I know we're not supposed to say the name, like you said it too. It's stuff like that where it to me is like, oh, I believe because I've seen, and that's a personal thing if you want to consider just like stories, you know, you're more than welcome. I feel like some people when they experience are like, I've experienced. You know, there's different levels to everything. But I remember even when I was little. So where I used to live, it was bigger than like I can't explain it. I lived bigger than like a shack thing, but it was like 4 smaller rooms like put together, like a dining room or whatever and stuff like that. Super creepy, super creepy, and it was like something my grandpa had like built us and stuff like that. Seeing some things out, yeah. And sometimes you're just like, it's one of those things you're like, I've heard people say like, oh, but that just does not look like an animal. That does not act like an animal. That stands up weird. You know, like you see something type of thing. You're just like, But I've heard like, in that old house, it was like, I don't know how to describe it. The voice is not, I don't want to say human, but it's like, you know how like when people talk, there's like warmth into the voice, and it's like someone that doesn't have any vocal cords. Like it sounds too airy. There's just like no air movement, type of thing, and I don't know how to describe it any other way than that. That house is like the worst. I still love you, because I remember, because again, it was a small house that we had. Remind me about deer legs, cause remind me deers, deer, please. I lived in the small house. I used to share rooms with my sister when I was little. We didn't have that much money. Like a faraway voice, but it sounded close at the same time. I don't know how to describe that. I'm not even. And one time I was like, being a little thief, right? I was like, I'm gonna steal a quarter for my sister. I think I was like looking at her change because she's 3 years older than me. And I was like, I want ice cream. Or so, like, I was little, right? And bear in mind, like I grew up in the cults, right? When I was little, we didn't watch horror movies. We didn't watch spooky anything. I didn't have any, what's it called, like, you know when people are like, oh, you only imagine it because you watch something scary when you're little, right? You know, type of thing. And it's like, I didn't have any like outside influence, so it's not that, if that makes sense. And I was like in the closet, no, sorry, cabinet, there was a cabinet, and I even remember it was like a dome looking thing. It was bronze, color copper bronze, and I went to grab it with my hand, and all I heard was like in the weirdest voice, like, you thief. Like no, stealer. Was it thief or stealer? I don't remember. It's like, you thief. It's like very, not whispered. It wasn't a whisper. It was like hoarse, like someone was really, really trying to talk. And I was like, and I got out of the room. And I remember when I was little, I used to be very scared of that room, even before that, because it always felt like when I opened the door, like, hold on, door opened to the right and to the, open to the right, and it was like long rectangle, and then to the left side, it always felt like, yeah, it was also English. It was English. But it was like, I don't have to describe it again. Like, I can't even make that sound. And I was little. Yeah, it was just like, you know, type of thing. I always felt like something was staring at me in the corner, but I never saw anything. I had to sleep with the lights. I had to, like, everything. I was very scared. And there was a lot of times, like, my mom and my late father, they were, like, right next door. Like, it took, like, 2 steps to go to the other, room. And I used to sleep there. I was like, I'm scared. It's to the point that even my mom was like, do you beat up your sister? Like, you know, do you hurt her or something? You know, my sister's like, no, I don't. And my mom's like, why does she want to sleep there? And I was like, I don't know. Yeah, that was one thing. And so this house, my father was a truck driver. He did oil rigging and truck driving. He was a carpenter. He did everything. So this house, like, they built it. I'm not really up to code, but they built it, right? And my sister is the opposite of me. She is not superstition at all. She is an atheist. She's like, ghosts are stupid. They're not real. Anything supernatural is fake. You know, like all that. That's how my sister is. And there was when I was a sophomore. No, hold on. Okay, no. I was a freshman because she's 3 years older, so she was a senior. Yeah. Again, I wasn't really one to watch, like, spooky movies still and any of that. Not really. I didn't watch any, like, paranormal stuff, right? And there was a time, I do not know how to describe it at all. That was a time that I kept having like night terrors, and it kept feeling like something was like, you know, what's it called? Oh my god, that you can't like open your eyes, you have sleep paralysis and stuff like that. I would have sleep paralysis. It was only for one time, like a good chunk of that, right? Like it was during like everything that was happening was probably like within a week, like, you know, type of thing. It was very creepy. And it kept feeling. No, I didn't watch any of that when I was growing up. No. Like, nothing, because I was still, you know. And I remember I kept waking up. Like, I slept for, like, school and stuff. So I was already, like, in bed by 11 or 12, right? I swear I would wake up every single night at, like, 2 something. I just remember it was 2 something until like 3 something. It was like almost perfectly at that time. And I even looked it up, and it was like, hey, this is the witching hour. And I was like, oh shit, okay. I always wake up, and okay, so my room is, I say rectangle, but like, you know, like long, right? Like rectangle's long room, not a perfect square. And then the door is on like the shorter side, right? And then like when you open it, it's like long rectangle. My bed used to be in like towards my window, right in the corner, like back to the right, like that side, I would hear like scratching sound. But I was even thinking, I was like, oh, we probably have like raccoons or rats for all we know, right? I was like, it was weird. It was like scratch sounds a little bit. And then it was scratching sounds. And then I don't know how to describe it. I don't even have anything that I could scratch. But it was like whoosh, like that little like you hear up and down movement type of thing. And it was going from that same wall where my breaker is, because I have the breaker to my room. It would go that to like where my bed was. And I kept hearing, and I kept hearing. And then whenever I would wake up at like 3 something, I would just stay awake. And then I would fall asleep at school. And it's actually 3 to 4. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But I just remember waking up like 2 something, 3 something, like around that time. And I don't know how to describe it. It was just very Another thing too, like the old house. Oh my god, the old house. Okay, so hold on. Let me finish this story. Hold on. But I'm trying to think what I left up. Okay, so it was to the point that I was like, it was getting creepy, right? I kept getting sleep paralysis, which I never would get before. And I kept hearing scratching, and I kept hearing scratching, and I keep hearing walking a little bit. I was like, because before going to my room, like you turn to the right, there's a hallway, very small hallway, but to the right it's like my sister's room, and a little bit further it's like you walk to the left a little bit, it's my room. And I was like, oh, like probably my sister went from her bedroom to the restroom, because it's between both, it's right between both of our rooms, like the restroom type of thing, right? And then after this thing, like after I say what happened afterwards, then I have not had any sleep paralysis since then, by the way. And then I knew, asked my sister, I was like, do you like wake up a lot at night? She's like, no, I thought that was you. And I was like, oh. And then something happened with her like later that week or something that kind of freaked me out too. Which again, like I said, my sister, she didn't think of it like, oh my god, this means supernatural is real, right? This is not what she was thinking. She was thinking, God, I'm so sleep deprived. Like hers was like the more natural sense, right? She said that one time I was in the living room, which is before going to her room, because I remember we were like watching movies or something like that. It wasn't anything spooky. God, what were we watching? Probably like iRobot or something. No, I don't know. I don't remember what it was. But like I just stayed in the living room because again, I was very scared to go to my room, because I would not go to my room at all until it's like very late, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go to sleep. So, you know, and I had this habit for years afterwards to sleep facing my I had to look at my door to go to sleep, because that's how scared I was for like years, even though nothing happened after that, right? My sister, she was like in the living room, or she went to the kitchen, she went to like kind of moving around, and then she like looked at her door, she like went to her room, and she said my name. So let's just say she goes, Quetzu? And I was like, yeah? And she walked out her room and she like looked at me. And like she looked back at her room, and then she looked at me, and she didn't say anything. And she's like, oh, never mind. Right. Okay. You know, that was kind of creepy, but wait, like, what happened? She's like, oh, right? And then, okay, so I guess everything happened with a week and a half or something. But, like, I guess after that cooled down or something, she's like, I'm gonna tell you something. I was very scared that day. And I was like, what happened? You know, like, what happened? She's like, I was just probably sleepy or something like that. Right? And she's like, I thought I saw you, because she had, like, I think she, like, opened her laptop or something, or her PlayStation or something. She had something, like, on her bed. And her bed faces, like, is basically mirrored to my room. And she's like, I thought I saw you looking down, because I have long black hair, by the way. And I've scared her before. Not on purpose, but, like, because I have long black hair. she's like, I saw you. I thought I saw you, but she's like, it's like looking down and like have your eyes just like looking up like this to me, and like with my hair on my face and stuff like that. And that's why she called my name, because she's like, it looked like you, but it didn't look like you. And then I looked at you, and then it was gone, And then she kept saying, she's like, what? She again, like, she's not supernatural, and she was like, for some reason, something kept pulling me to like tarot cards, and she's like, and I don't even believe in that, and something kept calling me to it, and I was like, you know what's funny? Something kept calling me to tarot cards in general too, but for me, it was what's it called, pendulum thing. It's like, it was so weird. It was almost obsessive of thinking of it for some reason. But I was like, and then something was like, I never touched one, and I never want to touch one. I don't want to touch a Luigi board, if you know what I mean. Never in my life. And she was like, something kept calling me for one, and I was like, no, we don't touch that. We don't touch that. Especially because my mom, she's very religious. She wouldn't even let that in the house, and I don't want to because I don't trust that. And we kind of left it at that, and I kept having a harder time. And this one time, I don't even remember what happened because I blocked it out, but I was so scared. I was crying and crying. Yeah, that's it. I was crying so hard that I was shaking. Like when you're just like, something terrified you so much. And I went to lay down in my mom's bed. My late father at the time was at the hospital. So I like walked, and my mom's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I had a bad dream. Oh my god, you didn't hear anything about it. Oh. And I was like, I didn't tell her what, because I didn't want her to like worry about it, right? Especially because it's something supernatural to begin with. And I was like, I had a bad dream. She's like, okay. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, right? We have a garage. We have a garage. At this point in time, we have closed off the garage. So right now, I'm in the garage, but we closed it off to 2 rooms type of thing. Because we were gonna have my grandparents stay over and stuff like that whenever they got sick. Because that was around the time that my late grandmother and my grandpa were getting sick, and they have cancer. And I was like, okay, this extra rooms in general, someone has to stay over, right? So I know no one walked in. Like, it's not even like it's closed off with a door. Like, there's sheer walk on it. Like, no one could enter here, if you know what I'm trying to say. Her room is like, the garage is there, right? You open the door, and it's like the washer and a dryer. It's very small, like right next to each other, and you open the door again, and you go to the left, and it's her bedroom. I was still awake, because I couldn't go to sleep. So I wasn't even sleepy. So I know it wasn't anything like, oh my god, I was sleepy. I was just hearing things. It was like sleep paralysis. Like, I was wide awake. I was on my phone. I was just near my mom because I was that scared. I heard deer hooves, or like, I guess deer hooves, because it was like cluck, 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 cluck. It did not sound like high heels. There's no reason to be high heels, because high heels you can hear like you hear a pattern. And also I was texting my sister. I'm like, hey, you awake? And she's like, what do you need? She was like playing an MMO something, right? So I know it's not even her. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, hooves. And it's, but it wasn't like fast. It was, and it was like, I could hear near the washer, and like walking towards my mom's door. and it stopped at her door. And it was just Bambi, yeah, of course. But it was just like very, I don't know how to describe it. It was the scariest sound I could hear. And at that point, like, again, I was not really in the cult, but I was praying in English and Spanish. I was so scared. I was praying to the God. I was praying. I was like, any God that's hearing me right now. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It was everything at once that I feel like I wasn't even making sense in my prayers and stuff like that. It was just very creepy. And then afterwards, what happened afterwards? I don't remember. I think it was like, oh, they were gonna visit, my mom was gonna visit my dad in the hospital. My sister went. My mom was like, do you want to come with us? No, it's okay. I don't remember what I told her. No, it's okay. And I was like, searching up, I was like, how do you expel demons? I Latin. The thing is, I know a little bit of Latin. When my tattoos is not it. But I was like, okay, like smoke, sage, like, you know, everything. It was like, I don't know. But the thing is, since then, I was always kind of intrigued of shit, right? And this other time, I need to, like, I haven't done, and by the way, I have not touched anything. Well, you know what's funny? Ever since then, I've been interested in horror games and stuff, which is funny, right? I wasn't before then. Yeah, I had to take matters in my own hand. And then, okay, there's this one time I was taking care of my cousins for quite a while. Not me, but like they basically they were like living here for a while. They're younger. They were like in middle school and stuff like that. I fucked around and found out type of thing, you know. It was supernatural stuff again. And I was like, I totally forgot this one thing happened to me, and then I'm over here touching stuff again. What, again? I didn't even touch anything to begin with. Oh, well, pendulum, but not really. So, what's that thing? The thing that's like a radio station, and it tells you words, right? I forgot what that's called right now. I can't remember. It was a thing that had words. Oh, shit. I didn't mean again! But I did touch it this time. It's because I said the pendulum, but not this time. This was something else. I forgot what it's called. Shit. Spirit box! Spirit box! I touched a spirit box. And I was like, I was so determined to be like, yeah, this is gonna be fake, right? I recorded it. I showed it to one of my friends, and that spooked her. Hold on, did I get a text message? Probably my mom would be like, shut up. No. Oh, I felt it vibrate. Okay, whatever. They record. Oh my god. And, okay, hold on. Hola. So, shit, what I was gonna say? Spirit box. I was like, stupid. I was like recording with my phone too and stuff like that, right? And I even showed it to my friend because I was like, she's like, there's no, I think I showed it to even, like, if anybody knows me too, I talked to her about that stuff too, you know, type of thing. It was, you know, when you ask the questions, right? That right? So I'm like, I was like, what's my name? Right? And I think I asked it other stuff first. No, I asked it other stuff first. and I couldn't make out what they were saying. I was like, this is kind of silly. I didn't want to say stupid because I was like, I don't even want to think this because they're gonna, you know me, I don't know. You know, I was still being careful. But I was like, what's my name? They said I have a first, I'll say, because I'm Latina, I do have a first and middle name too, right? They said, and they said my middle name. And I was like, I was like, shit, I wonder if I have it somewhere. I need to find it. Shit, I need to see, because it was on my old phone. I probably just have to go through DMs and just try to find it. But it was my middle name. And they said, like, help something. And then it was like, it was a girl. It was not a girl. A woman from the... Women... I don't remember the age. I remember it was like how old and stuff like that. It was women, old, and then it was like need help. Shit, what was it? It was like I need you to help me. Like my spirit can't move on. It wasn't like my spirit can't move on, but it was like need help, promise, help, like promise, you know. Yeah, I don't remember. It wasn't like new. It wasn't like recent anything. But because again, like they built this house and stuff. It wasn't like hey recent type of shit. But that was it. And it didn't want to say goodbye. And I said goodbye, right? I'm gonna tell you something. I did not tell my sister. No one was home. I did not tell my sister. I did not tell my mom. This was sometime after my father even passed away, right? I know it wasn't him, in general. I don't know, you know, that's a separate thing. I don't know if, you know, ghosts from people, you know, so I didn't tell, again, I didn't tell my sister, I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell my cousins that were here, right? I wish this was just a story that I was making up. I promise I wish this was just a story. A couple of days, like 2 days passed later or something like that, right? My cousins were, like, this room, which is scary. This room that I'm in right now, this is where my cousins were staying in this room. They didn't tell me, they were telling my mom. They're like, oh, I heard someone knocking outside my window. And mind you, how do I say it? We don't have a fence to the front of the house. We have metal iron fences that are like on the sides of the house. You have to open them and they're very hard and they're locked. Right? And my mom like ignored it. She was like, no, it's probably whatever. It's probably the neighbors doing something. And they're like, no, I'm scared. I heard someone knocking. Right? The next day passes. My mom, and this is the same, I knew this is all the stuff that happened. My mom's also is like right next to it, right? You just like, you just take a couple steps, you go to the left side. My mom was like, oh my God, we need to get security cameras. And I was like, what happened? Like, what? She's like, I heard someone knocking at my door. Sorry, shit. I heard someone knocking at my window. And I was like, that's very... No, knocking. Like, she said, like knocking. Like that. Like, actual knocking. Not like a scratching sound. And I didn't even have chickens back then. I didn't have anything. We just had dogs, but we had them... Like, I have my dogs in my room at this point. My sister had their dog, too, in her room. I was like, It didn't... Maybe I wasn't thinking. I was like, that's really weird. And I was like, it's probably something, isn't it? It's probably spirit. Oh, fuck. That was probably me, wasn't it? But I was like, there's no way. Because, you know, I don't really see your glasses. We're talking about scary stories that's happened. Okay, so I get out of the house through the back. We have like a patio, but it's not really a patio. It's just like one like how do I say it? It doesn't go out. It's just like you open the door and there's like a little patio. Did the dogs react? But she didn't have any dogs. She doesn't have any dogs in her room. There was none over here. The only dogs that we have is me in my room and my sister's room also. You know. So I go to the back of the house. When I open the door and I turn to the left, like to go to the back of the house, there's like a we have a small dining room table, very small little area, right? When I get out, I'm gonna maybe someone was like trying to get into the house, right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, shit. Like a part of me is like, is this supernatural? I was like, no, it's probably someone just trying shit because we don't even live in the best area, you know, type of thing. How do I explain this? Sorry, I don't know how to describe it. But when I looked at the dining room, right, the window right there, like outside, I see like, it's gonna sound stupid. If you believe me, you believe me. You don't, you don't. It could just be a coincidence. It could just be a coincidence. You know, it could just been like someone had it there and it was pure damn coincidence. But what a coincidence, because no one even does that. But okay, it was like a handprint, but it was like, even when I went, because I went with my shirt to kind of rub it, if that makes sense, like to try to take it off and I couldn't take it off, so it's probably just oil or something like that. I don't know. And I was like, that's very weird. That doesn't want to come off. And then I go to around the house, and my mom's had it too. This window had it too. I went to check mine. Mine didn't have it. My sister's didn't have it. The front, we have like a little area there too where the computers, like extra computers was and stuff like that. She's not to believe it. Yeah. That was to the point that I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe someone was trying to break it. Maybe someone, but it's like, that's so weird. Cause it wasn't even like up and down type of hand. It was like to the side. Like, why would someone, but no one would do that. I was like, unless someone was trying to break in, they were like, had their hand trying to, you know, break in or something like that. And I remember it like went on for like, because at that time I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, whatever. My cousins didn't talk about it. They were still creeped out about stuff happening. And then I waited until they like left. I always waited till they left because I don't know how to describe it. Like, yeah, right? And then they're like, you know, when you look up stuff, you're like, what? You know, nothing will make sense. Some say pray in London. Some people say historic. You know, exercise, whatever shit. For me, I was pissed. I was so pissed. I was like, get the fuck out of my house. You have no reason to be here. Get out. I am not scared of you. And I was just like, basically yelling it. And then nothing happened afterwards. And that was the last spooky thing that happened, I think. That was the last thing. That was, like 2 years? I don't remember, actually. So what do you do in that situation? Yeah. And that's what I am. Like, nothing has happened recently. Sorry, my ears started ringing. I was like, perfect timing. Yeah, I was ready to throw hands. I was like, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Especially, she was looking for help. I think she was like, you promised me. Like, you reached out, you know. I do get it. But I remember being upset. I was like, you have no right to, like, harass my family members. You have no right. Like, I was so upset. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. But that was, like, wholeheartedly the last thing that happened. That's why, to me, I'm like, when someone says, like, oh, something spooky happened, and they're like, please believe me. I'm like, no, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Yeah. Yeah. Or the other thing is like, do we talk about spiritual stuff too? But I feel like that's something else. Shit in your diamonds? Yeah. I know. I'm still thinking about it. I was like, I wish I could. I need to find it. Oh. Ghost Adventure, yeah. Are we taking another bite of my pizza? You haven't had anything spooky happen? I'm so proud of you. For me, it was more like half of it was like it wasn't my fault, and then the last one I was like, yeah, that's me, shit, you know, type of thing. But I remember in my old house when we were moving to this house. Okay, so my grandpa had different jobs too. He was someone that was in the oil rigging. He like worked for the school district, you know, speaking only Spanish. I'm so proud of him. He knows a little bit of English. You know, at that time they tried to buy some land because they had land in Mexico, and they're like, we'll sell it to family members, we'll try to buy land here. Not a lot, but they have like 1, 2, 3, not counting his house, like 3 1/4 acres. A lot size is 1/4 of an acre. Not quarter, yeah, quarter, right? They have built houses that has like, you know, more than like 2 or 3 rooms, right? At that time, I mean, like, they're old houses, but they have houses. My grandpa to this day, you know how much he charges for he rents them out. He rents them out for $250 a month. Like, it just covers the, like, that's like with the bills or something. No, like the water's separate or something like that. He tries to help as much as possible for people that are coming from Mexico, as much as possible. And sometimes, because he is still in the religion that I was talking about. Sometimes he's just like, hey, you don't have any money at all, that's no problem. Here, stay for free. Just like take care of the area. And then they start like, and then they get like money and stuff like that going. If someone's like, I only got like 200 this month for like that, I was like, okay, that's cool. He doesn't even care. He's not even trying to make money, you know, type of thing. But this one time, he brought someone over, and he didn't have any place or whatever. My mom was like, oh, she's from the same religion, right? She was like, and he's like, she's trying to earn some money or something a little bit. My mom was like, okay, well, my mom used to work a lot. She would work so much. Like, I remember when I was little, it was probably like, when I'm talking about little, because this was before all this stuff happened, supernatural stuff. Like, I was still in elementary. She will probably be home like 8 p.m. Like, I just remember it was like past dinner that she'll come home and stuff like that. Yeah, so still, I think right now one of them's like 300, only because he had to like, he like reminated the sinks and stuff like that. He's like, it's gonna increase to 300. It's like, okay, yeah. It is like, oh my god, it's something that even my grandpa was like, hey, he's like, in my will, you know, would like, if my mom could continue doing that, because my mom helps out as much as possible too. She like helps out and stuff. I know, very big people, and what goes around comes around, you know, type of thing. But it's just something different. When I was little, they wanted to help a lady out, so my mom was like paying her. It's like, oh, like, I don't want to say a maid, but it was really like, my mom's like, if you could come home, like, before I get home from work, just to make sure, like house sit, because my dad worked too. Like house sit, oh, the kids got home, because laws in the United States, your kids are not supposed to be home left alone, right? Because if they wanted to report it, they could report it, type of thing, right? I don't remember how much it was. I don't know how much my mom was like, just not even like doing anything else, just like stay home, make sure the kids are okay. Like I made food, just make sure they eat, they do the homework, basic stuff. But it's also a point that everything was happening weird when she started coming over, like really weird. It was like one point that it was like she was kind of trying to be like, because she was like, oh, I'm your auntie, right, auntie, like I'm your tia, like trying to, I don't know, like I was like, oh, that's friendly, and I was like, no, that's kind of weird. Why didn't you tell me this stuff happening? We had like rugs and stuff like that in the living room. So you open the door, it's like the living room itself. It was like house shack, not house shack. They even added to the house, so the front house part is like the living room and stuff like that. I don't know, my mom, something happened, like my mom was losing like money, like stolen like $500 extra. And mind you, this is 1990 something, early 2000s, something like that. And just weird things started happening. That was like the first time that I recall. Like, again, my mom's religion is not supernatural. There was this time that even my mom was like she was like un spirit, like a spirit like into her type of thing, where she felt like cold air coming through her, like from the back to the front type of thing. It was weird. And then she like started hallucinating. She's like she screamed, and she was like, oh my god, I thought I saw like maggots in my hands, like type of shit, and I was like, I don't see anything. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I don't want to think about it. I don't know. And then the lady left, right? And I don't know what happened. We like moved the rugs, and they're like rugs, like they're not the thin ones that moves easy. Like it had the rug, and it had like some sofa stuff, right? There was like, I don't want to say clawed, like scraped in like big circles, like under the rug of the living room, just like big damn circles. That's all I can remember. And then I looked at it, and then I picked up, and it was like quarters with like symbols on them. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't know what it is. I wouldn't know if it's a cross. I wouldn't know if it's X's. I don't even remember it, type of thing. And my mom's like, we need to move that. My mom's like, no. It wasn't carpet, because carpet would be like installed completely, but they were very heavy duty, like the thick ones. It like takes a lot of people to like move it and stuff like that. And my mom's like, no, we need to get out. And like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't even consider satanic to be bad in some cases, because if you think about it nowadays, so some people are just like, they use it more for like healthcare. They use it more of a status type of thing, I think. I felt like I was getting scary feeling. Maybe it was just seeking justice. I don't know. Also, welcome. Sorry, just talking about the supernatural stuff that's happening to me. But yeah, because it went there, and then and then to the new house. But okay, between the old house, for a while we stayed at my grandma's house, because my mom's like, no, we're not gonna do this, type of thing. Should we be worried? But nothing has happened in a while, like a long time. The only thing was the first thing that I said, where I was like, it feels like it sounded like hooves or something. And then the thing with the spirit box, it was thing. That is something that I'm like, I'm never gonna touch a Ouija board. The Ouija board, I'm trying to. I'm never gonna test stuff. Like, don't. I haven't touched, you know, Oshi. I feel like when you're talking about folklore, you know, we start talking about myself. Sorry. Oh, nigga, bind on my pizza. Then I never get damn finished. I'm gonna say people. I say so. Yeah. Again, I just haven't heard anything. Your name is Dirty Dirt. Oh, stretching. Alas. I know. We can't be spooky stories, we got spooky stories. True. Yeah. You know what I was thinking? You know the ones, like, I know it's in Japan, but like the anime where they wear those spirits and then they're wearing like a certain thing, like a headpiece I think. That's all I can think about soulmates. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say that, like, the thing that happened, I was like in freshman. I don't even know how old I would be. It's barely like 13 maybe. I doubt it. Maybe 13. I'm 32. I think I stopped being scared of that because that was very spooky. Where I was like, I have to like look at the door in my bedroom. For the longest time. I think it took me like 13, 14. Okay, let's just say 14. 24. I think around that time. Because I remember I was like old enough to drink. No, I'll say maybe 20. Maybe 20. I'll just say 20. 21? That's how long it took for me to like, realizing, I'm not even looking at the door anywhere. Can we call it early? Those scary stories. Yeah, plug it every time the one you just saw. I'm sorry, I'm gonna make this spooky too much. You know, spooky? No, I still haven't finished this pizza. Oh no, the infinite pizza. I mean, sure. You know what's funny? I wasn't even gonna save all this stuff. I was like, maybe I'll talk about it one day. Later. But I was like, nah. And I was like, oh, actually, no, we're talking about spooky stuff. Yeah, the deer host one. You know what it is too? It was like, it wasn't like, and I kept thinking about it for a long time. I was like my sister says she's playing the MMO. You know, we're only 3 people in the house. My sister's playing MMOs. No reason for you to even to wear high heels, and it wasn't even high heels because I don't know how to describe it. Heels, when you like have heels, they're like click. Even when you're like 2 feet, of course, but click. This sounded like I don't know how to describe it. It's just like the way, I don't know. Should I play it? No, I was gonna say deer sound. I was like, no, I don't want to hear it now. Okay, so in deep dish, I feel like it depends on what toppings for deep dish or New York style. Distinct sounds, yeah. And I remember I was like, at first I was like, oh my god, I'm falling asleep. Like, I knew I wasn't, but I was like, the only explanation is like now. Ceramic or floorboards, maybe. Because, like, I have tile, too. Like, it wasn't like, what? I can't even mimic it. You know, like, the thing is, around here with New York style, people have burnt it. It was like black. Like burnt. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know why they don't make it. It's happened more than one time. And I'm the type. If it's burnt, if the pizza's burnt, I do call me like, hey, the pizza's burnt. I'll take a picture. Do you have an email? I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm like, cool, we'll send it over. It's like, no, I guess I can't have it. They're like, no, if you want, you could just pick up another one for free, like tomorrow or whatever. I'm like, yes, sure. I'm like, it's not even edible. I can't even take a bite out of it. Yeah, try some mini pizza. Yeah, I do like folding the pizza, but yeah. I'm fine with it because I like crispy sometimes. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, pepperonis have a little bit of like crisp to it. The crust itself is a little bit crispy. Yeah, it's fine. But when it's like black, where like it's burnt, like you see that, like I was like, they had to see it and just be like, I don't have time to make another one. This is gonna come out like paycheck probably. I like that's the thing too. Like toast is like more on the burn side. I don't know what it is, but supposedly it's supposed to be like, oh, your body's craving something, I guess. I don't know. But sometimes you do need like more crisp burnt flavor. I think you're like, okay. Yeah. It's so burnt. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, hey, these are purposely burnt for your flavor, but. Like Alice. Real horror. Burnt pizza, yeah. It is. I rather it not being cooked thoroughly because I could just take it home and put it in the oven real quick. You know, I could be like, oh damn, well, a little bit more, but you can't take it black, you know. That's what I think. Soulmates, you're in for the cool food? Burnt tortillas are good. Oh my god, sometimes that's what my mom likes to do. On the stovetop, the corn tortillas, very crispy, like getting burnt. She's like, yes, it's delicious. And you're like, I agree. I like that. Yeah, do a must see you. Well, yeah, because if it's like... Ew, I'm trying to look for folklore, too. Once it's burnt overcooked, they're still saving it. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I'm trying to see some folklore, but it's like one of them is Willow. Willow the Wisp. Yeah, sometimes we get up in the middle of the night. Sleep paralysis. Oh, I think that is like sleep paralysis and stuff, yeah. supposedly, like, when I was happening, there was different stages where I'm like, sometimes I feel like something on the chest. Sometimes if, like, you try to flick your eyes open, sometimes you can open your eyes and you feel like, or it's like sometimes and you're like, I can't move ahead or whatever. I don't know what it is. Yeah, because I was looking for, like, Folklore. Oh, let me see if I can screenshot this. Let me find it. Here you go. I found Willow. Yeah, am I sending the sign of that? Oh, cute one. Okay. Scary, getting hungry. Yeah, oh my god, it's a baby picture of Willow. Oh my god. Okay. This particular folklore is considered widespread to many countries around the world, touching nearly every continent. Just actually, whenever I see a spiritual fae, I wouldn't know. Oh. Most commonly known as a witch. I didn't even know that. Huh? Most commonly known as a witch, this entity takes on many different forms according to the legend's original country. This is a crunchy because I was in trouble with buffalo. At its most basic, the will-o'-the-wisp is an astronomical ghost light as seen at night. Curious ones who follow the flickering light can be pulled away from the safer paths of the lights. The strings, I can barely even see. Oh my god, why is this text kind of hard to see? Can I zoom in? Oh shit, I'm gonna lose this, aren't I? Oh, there's it. A creature is said to be fairies or ghost candles. Where did I thought I said ghost candy? Imagine a ghost candy. Seen floating in graveyards. In Asia, the light targets are confused fishermen, leading them to drown. Their souls joining the lights over bogs and wetland. In Europe, the lights are believed to be spirits of the dead and stemming from Christian origins, including souls lost between heaven and hell. In North America, the lights transform into brujas or witches. There have been many attempts or scientific explanations of the strange orbs. However, interest in such explorations has declined as the draining and reclamation of the swamplands in recent centuries have taken away the environment in which the orbs may be spotted. Will they taste like mint? I think so. You know what it is? No. You know, something different. Maybe they taste like, have you had this chocolate mints? Where like, it's like half chocolate and half mint flavor? It's smoky. Yeah. That's what I think it will taste like. It's mint. It's like half chocolate, half mints. They have like certain names of it. Boy, it's I don't know. Let me see if I can find one. A swirl one? I haven't seen a swirl one. Or just chocolate mint flavor in general. Oh, hold on. I found it. Oh my god, did it save correctly? Yeah. This is what it would taste like, I think. There you go. This is what will taste like. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Mint flavor. I just realized I never ended the poem. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't. It just tastes like chocolate, fresh chocolate. It tastes like you ate chocolate and you brush your teeth or something. True. Oh, I'm fucking my back. Let's see. Oh, I like the chocolate peppermint patty things too. They're good. I don't know what it is. I think because I don't like things too overly sweet, so I guess the mint kind of like calms it down or something like that. You know. This is a good idea. Oh, I thought you were saying good idea, but you okay. I'm like, what sounds like a good idea? Like York. Anytime I hear York, I just think like the dogs. They're Yorkies. You're into Vicky chocolate. Yeah, I don't like overly sweet. Like if it's like darker chocolate or like spicy mint flavor stuff or raspberry or maybe other fruit that's like more tart, I like it. But if it's like really sweet, like let's say a chocolate cake with like chocolate filling on the sides, frosting, and then it has like mousse on top or stuff like that, like to me it just tastes all the same. It just blend in way too much. I'm like, eh. Scare where it goes. Yeah, of course that did. What you gonna call? Guess Busty, it's me. Now I need that as artwork. Like a brand friendly, you know, type of all like. Talking. Maybe I need open. Oh my god. Okay. Cause at the I physically didn't go to the hospital. It was my mom that went to the hospital. But you know, because before I say I went to the hospital, people would be like, huh? What? I did not realize I was like tired, right? So I was trying to be comfy on the chair because they're very stiff and they don't move and stuff like that. And I somehow hurt my toe. I didn't even realize I hurt my tailbone. Like not right on my tailbone, but a little bit to the side. Now, because I was like, what is hurting? And I'm like, ow, that hurts. I got a small bruise from me trying to get comfy in the waiting room for a few hours. Y'all need alien stories? Actually, I do not aliens. I did a hiccup and then a burp. Separate this time. Yeah, I know. But I didn't realize then. I realized afterwards. And for a while, because it was only one person could go in at a time. My sister was like, so you stay wait here. We'll take turns going to like visit my mom. And then my sister was like, you know what? Because I couldn't hear because I had an ear infection. Oh my god, sorry, clearing out. But my sister was like, you can't even hear what the doctor's saying. She's like, you're on purse duty, right? So my purse was like half empty, so I stuffed my mom's purse in my purse, and then my sister's purse, I wrapped it with my purse, and and I was holding on for dear life because I was half asleep. Wait, do you feel better now? Right now it's a sore. It's like a little bit to the touch, not really. But it was like yesterday, 2 days ago. I was like, ouch, that actually hurt. When the purse to the second power. I traced my squeaky today, I just realized that. Perception? Yeah. The precious within the precious within the precious. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to see who. Yeah, my brain is broken. Limit the yap. Yeah, limit the yap. Yap, limit. Reached, yes. I can't talk anymore. I can't talk. It's nice, yeah, I'm saying everything wrong now. It's like the sky, yellow. The chips, born. I was gonna say brand fired. Brain fired. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. Thank goodness I had some caffeine before this, by the way. Because I think I wouldn't have been able to even say one sentence. Yeah, I'm so scared. You know what, Sierra? I literally have like 2 bites of my pizza left over. I never finished it. Yeah, this is a little caffeine. I don't even like caffeine. Okay. I'm done. Racing is streaming. She's like dual streaming, what is it called? Dual streaming, multi-stream. So she's streaming on Twitch. But she's also streaming on YouTube. So I say she. Wait, she's playing. Do y'all feel like watching? How long has the pizza lasted? Let's see. 2 hours. I'm still with the same pizza. Damn it. Sorry. Because I talk too much and watching what? League of Legends. I was trying to see what she was playing. And I was like, oh. But no, I can't think anymore. You know what? I think, you know, she hosted the song thingy, remember? That she had us in there in the thing, so I think we rate and we react to her. One slice of pizza for around 4 hours ago. What? It was 2 hours, though. I got like 2 bites, 3 bites left or something. Oh my god, the title of her stream. I'm literally booty checks on this game. It's so funny. Yeah. Excuse me for not being able to speak English or Spanish for the last 30 minutes. My brain was so fried. I was like, choose to sleep, please. You see me. Yes, really? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, redirect to her. Okay. See my yes, yeah. I think it was a summer. I was like, is this summer? What season are we in? What are we? Who are we? You speak with the real. That means I love you. You're doing good, right? Thank you. Okay. Okay, good night. Good night. Okay, how do you say? The boy can handle the whole way. Is that how you think I speak? Huh? Huh? Have a good night. You too. Good morning, evening, night to wherever you are. Just know you're mine. Ah! Love you. Bye.